Ghostwriters is a famous studio's Casper cartoon from 1958. This is directed by Seymour Kneitel, George Germanetti, and Myron Waldman. We also have directors for the earlier clips, including Izzy Sparber and Bill Kneitel, and we have a voice cast including Mae Questel, Jackson Beck, Jack Mercer, Cecil Roy, and Alan Shay. And I don't know how I feel about this. The bits that I liked, I really thoroughly enjoyed. But the clips were not that great. I mean, the clip selection was fine, but I feel like they were just way longer than they needed to be. This is actually set at Paramount and at Paramount Cartoon Studios, and we see two animated writers. Love the design of them. I don't know if they're meant to represent any specific writers. If anybody knows that, please feel free to let me know. But we have two writers discussing the next Casper cartoon that they're going to do. And they have these ideas, and then we see the ideas playing out on screen in the form of previous Casper cartoons. And as a concept, I think that that's quite interesting. But the clips themselves, I think we only had, 3, maybe 4 clips, and they play them for a decent chunk of time. And obviously I've seen the clips before. I didn't really need to rewatch them again, so I think it would have been better if they'd maybe played more but shorter clips as a wider variety of Casper's different adventures, the different kinds of scenarios he finds himself in. I think that would have been a better idea. I think it would have been more varied. The pacing would have been better as well. And I won't say how the cartoon ends. I won't give it away, but I did like the ending. I liked the beginning when we first meet the animators, and I liked it whenever we ended a clip and cut back to the animators. I thought that was a really fun idea. I loved the characters of the animators. Their dialogue was very well written, very well delivered, of course, and that part of it worked really well. So I just think it would have been better if they'd had a greater clip selection and shorter clips to keep things moving. So it wasn't perfect, but I do like the idea. And the scenes outside of the clips that were reused were really, really good. Very well done, very entertaining, very well animated. So I don't know how I feel about it. I do recommend it if you're a Casper fan, because it is, in part, entertaining. But it's not as good as it could be. A nice idea. Some parts were well executed, but I definitely think there was room for improvement. But with that in mind, I still recommend it. It won't be a perfect watch, unless maybe you haven't seen those clips in a very long time, in which case you might prefer it, but even then I still feel like it would have been better to have a greater variety, to show a greater variety of what Casper gets up to. So definitely check it out if you're a Casper fan, but I will say that Ghostwriters, although good, definitely could have been better.